Hi everyone, welcome back to the Nature Patch. My name is Robin and thank you so much for joining in on another video. In today's video, I really wanted to just do a nice calming stroll through the garden in the morning. It's a Sunday morning and it's a really beautiful day, and I really wanted to harvest a lot of the food that I have in the garden behind me. I know for a lot of you, the garden is a place of refuge at the moment, and I really wanted to create with my brother here a really beautiful video to share with you what the garden is looking like, and just an opportunity for you to relax and have a look at some beautiful plants. So I hope you enjoy today's video. At the end, I'm going to be discussing a little bit about the successes and failures from this garden, because there has been a lot and I want to keep it real for you all and just share what gardening is all about, that failures are very normal when you're trying to grow food. So if you do like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for lots more garden content, and let's just get into the video. So we have a bunch of food now harvested from the garden, and Kurt is going to be taking quite a lot home with him and hopefully making some delicious meals with all of this beautiful food. Now I wanted to kind of just wrap the video up and kind of have a few comments about some of the successes and failures that I've had in this garden. Probably one of the first successes that I want to discuss is my beautiful calendula patch, that one of which I'm standing in front of right now. I have been absolutely loving growing this plant and have harvested so many different flowers to make my calendula balm. If you are a lover of flowers and you really want to bring pollinators into your garden, I would highly recommend growing calendula. If you're in Brisbane, you can definitely plant some more now and have a beautiful, nice spring growth of flowers. It grows really fast, and I have packed quite a few plants in here and they have just kept flowering and flowering. So this morning I was going around deadheading them. And the more you deadhead, the more flowers you get. Another win for the garden is just how we structured it and created different swales down this slope here. This is really important for Brisbane because we have such a dry and then wet time of the year. So we need to really conserve as much water as we can in this garden. And the way we did that was by creating all of these different rows and growing in the ground so that when the water kind of flows down this landscape, it's captured in these rows, which we've really heavily mulched. And Scott has just remulched all of the pathways so they're all capturing all of the nutrients that flows down here. So if you are growing in ground where you do have kind of a wet and dry period, growing in swales and down a slope and kind of capturing the water as it goes down is a really important thing to notice. And it has definitely been one of the main successes in this garden here. Another win that I really have to include is the flowers that we've included in this patch. It has created such a diverse kind of ecosystem in this little system where the flowers I have grown half for me, but also half for the pollinators as well. So this is flowering tatsoi. Obviously I didn't get around to eating all of the plant, but I am so glad that I left it for all of the pollinators because this plant is covered in native bees at the moment and some honeybees as well. But it just brings me so much joy to see all of the pollinators around in the garden that I otherwise wouldn't have had if I didn't plant these and let them go to seed. And as a bonus, I can just collect all of the seeds once these are finished flowering as well. The other thing about this garden is that it just makes me so happy to be outside. Growing food, whether it is for yourself or other people, or just growing flowers, is such a great thing to do for your overall well-being. Not only for all of the food that you get, but also just to be outside in nature. Does amazing things for stress levels. Is definitely important for me, having to just kind of de-stress over the weekend. And I just wanted this to be a little bit more of an encouragement for you all if you are starting a garden or whether you're thinking about it, just to go for it, because there are a lot of failures that can happen in the garden that I'll chat through a few next. But honestly, the successes and the wins of a garden, even if you don't get a lot of food, just being outside and enjoying the beauty of nature is just so important and is something that we should all be doing if we can. Amongst all of the successes of the garden, there has been quite a lot of failures as well. And this is something that I really want to normalise for gardening, and for gardeners, whether they are new gardeners or whether you've been gardening your whole life, you will absolutely experience failure in the garden. One of the biggest challenges that we've had in this garden is just the soil. It is really, really poor soil with low organic matter, and it has a bunch of rocks in it as well. So preparing the soil was really important, and constantly adding organic matter is something that we really need to do to maintain all of the moisture in this patch and to be able to grow food. Often nature is just completely against us, and as gardeners we kind of have to know our surroundings, and one thing that has definitely held us back in this patch here is just where the sun goes. So I say in a lot of my other videos that understanding your surroundings is key to gardening, and unfortunately it can lead to a lot of failures if you don't do that. Being able to watch where the sun has gone in this garden has taught me so much in terms of what I'm going to be able to grow in the future. I know now that this is going to be a really, really great winter patch. As the weather is warming up at the moment, this garden is really struggling in the afternoon. The plants just go really limp, and I kind of have to start watering twice a day at the moment. So it's definitely something that I'm having to keep on top of, and it doesn't look this good all day, unfortunately. Hoping this video inspired you to grow some carrots or some beetroot, spinach, whatever you like and can grow at this time. A lot of people start growing, things fail, and then that's it. They say they can't grow anything, they don't have a green thumb, and that just is completely not true. Everyone can grow if you understand your surroundings and really do want to do it. have a think about what your favorite veggie is, or something that you would like to add to a dish or a recipe or something that you usually eat, and see if you can give it a go, and you might reap some beautiful rewards if you do so. Growing food is so important to me, and also just sharing it with everyone is really important. I love sharing the beauty of the garden and everything that we've created in this patch to inspire people to start growing their own food. So I just want to say thank you so much for following along this journey and watching my videos. It really means a lot to me. If you have enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for lots more garden content. Maybe Kurt can come back another day and film a beautiful video to showcase the garden and what it looks like in a different season. But I hope you enjoy, and until my next video, happy gardening everyone. Bye.